Last week, eggs were cheap. Today, they are expensive. People are buying more. Slaves are empty. Prices change fast. Now, imagine this exact same system. But instead of eggs, you are buying companies. That's the stock market. Number 1. Enter the supermarket. You walk into a supermarket. Nothing feels complicated. You don't think about economics. You just notice prices change, some items sell out, some items stay untouched. Now, here is the interesting part. Every price in that store is decided by people's behavior, not formulas, not theories, people. Let's slow down. Why does milk suddenly become expensive? Because more people want it or less supply is available. That's it. Now take that same logic and apply it to companies. If more people want to own a company, prices goes up. If people lose confidence, price goes down. That's the stock market. Not complicated, just human decisions at scale. Now imagine this. The supermarket itself is owned by 1000 people. Each person owns a small piece. That piece is called a share. So when you buy a stock, you are not just guessing numbers, you are becoming an owner. And here is the shift most beginners miss. You are not buying a stock, you are buying a business. Next, expectations versus reality. Let's say a new snack launches. People expect it to be amazing. Everyone buys it. Price goes up, but after a few weeks, people realize it's not that good. Demand drops, price falls. Nothing changed overnight. Expect expectations. That's how stocks move, not just based on reality, but based on what people think will happen. Next, funds. Now imagine this situation. You walk into the supermarket with $200. You feel overwhelmed. Too many choices. So instead, you give your money to someone who knows what they are doing. They build a balanced cart for you. Thus a fund. Now two types. Mutual fund. Someone actually choosing items. Next, ETF. Pre-made basket. Here is the truth. Most beginners lose money trying to pick individual items. Funds exist to make things simpler. Risk versus return. Let's make this real. You see a brand new product. Everyone is talking about it. It could explode in popularity or disappear next week. That's risk. Now look at Coca-Cola. It's everywhere, predictable, stable, but it's not going to suddenly grow 10x. Now here is the truth. High reward, uncertainty, stability, slower growth. Most beginners make this mistake. They chase excitement, but long-term investors focus on survival because the game is not about winning fast. It's about staying in the game. Next, diversification. Let me ask you something. Would you spend all your money on one product? Of course not. Because if that one product fails, you lose everything. So, what do? You spread your money. That's diversification. And this is where most people fail. They do not lose money because markets are bad. They lose money because they concentrate too much. Next, abnormal returns. Now imagine this. A product goes viral overnight. Everyone rushes to buy it. Price shoots up. That's not normal. That's a surprise. That's an abnormal return. And here is the important part. Markets move when something unexpected happens, not when things go as planned. Emotions. Now look around the store. People panic buying, people rushing, people reacting emotionally. That's exactly what happens in markets. Fear and greed. That's it. Not logic, not intelligence, emotion. Final part. The real lesson. The stock market is not complicated. We make it complicated. It's just people, decisions, reactions. Just like a supermarket. The people who win in the market are not the smartest. They are the ones who stay calm when everyone else is emotional. If you like